Hey everyone, LJ Aguinaga here with LJ Realties. This week I'm going to talk about the most common mistakes I see when showing properties. So the first mistake, whenever we pull up to the property, the first thing we see is the exterior. So make sure that your driveway is clean, make sure that the walkway is clean, make sure the grass is cut, you have flowers in good place, and it just doesn't look like a mess. First impressions are a huge part of real estate, and you want to make sure that people get that good positive feeling when they're walking through your entrance, okay? The second thing that hits us is smells. When you walk through the home, you want to make sure that there's no overbearing smells. It's got to be neutral, it's got to be fresh linen is one of my favorites, but things that are very easy to take in and aren't going to be distracting to the buyers, okay? The third thing we see is too much clutter. You have stuff all over the place. We're tripping over ourselves to get around the property. You step on a Lego or something of the sort. It's just terrible experiences we don't want to deal with when showing property, okay? Next thing I see all the time is just way too much personal property. That means personal photos, etc. Look, these things are all super important to you as sellers and as landlords. I understand that. However, the buyers want to be able to envision themselves in the property. They want to see themselves with their couch and your couch, whatever's going on. They want to see themselves living and enjoying the space. So when you have 100 photos on the wall, it's not helping. To be honest, a lot of the time we get distracted. People are curious. By nature, that's what we do. So you're walking around, you spend almost more time checking out the photos on the wall than you do actually enjoying the space and envisioning yourself in the space. So the more we can depersonalize, the better. That doesn't mean remove all your art. If you got some nice pieces, make sure you can keep them out by all means. But if you have 100 pieces or several pieces on the wall, let's make sure it's not super cluttered and depersonalized, okay? Last thing I want to talk about is make sure your home is available to show. Lately, we're seeing a trend where it's almost impossible to get into a properties. It's only like 1 hour on one day a week. Buyers are busy. The same way sellers are busy, everyone's busy. And that doesn't mean that your house has to always be available. We obviously completely understand that there's different things going on. You might have young children, etc. But make sure there's a reasonable availability schedule. It's gonna make things easier for everybody. It's gonna allow more people to see the property. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for traffic in order to be able to get the best price for your home, okay? Thank you guys for watching. Look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great week.